We want to make sure that digital assets belong to the organization and not to a specific individual person. Many systems today require a login that's tied to a specific email address, a specific person, and that's particularly common with Google products. And it creates a risk if it's tied to, say, an employee who might leave, a contractor that's external to an organization, or even a random Gmail account no one has access to. The organization needs to be able to administer and recover the account regardless of who created it. Items that every organization should own and know how to access. Well, first of all, your domain. That's the one that we started with. The domain should be registered in the name of the organization. The organization should have direct access to the domain registrar account, and more than one person at the organization should be able to access it. When it comes to your digital assets, your domain, that's the big one. That's the one that really controls the keys to all of the parts of the castle. So that one's essential. Next, your email domain administration. So usually that's Google Workspace or Microsoft 360. The organization should control the admin console. Multiple administrators should exist within the organization, and it should not belong to a developer, an IT contractor, or heaven forbid, a former employee. In all of those cases, you might give access, you might grant access, not full access to many of these people, particularly an IT contractor who's there to help you create new email addresses and to help with issues that come up, but they can't control it. They can't own it, because at the end of the day, that access and ability to control it needs to belong to the organization. Next, let's talk about your visibility accounts. These really tend to be Google accounts. And let's talk about the big three. Your Google business profile. When you do a search on Google and you see the information about your organization that shows up on the search results page, that's your Google business profile. It also shows up on Map and has testimonials and a description of your organization. There's also your Google Analytics that tells you how many people have come to your website, what pages they're going to, where did they come from, and then finally Google Search Console. And that tells you if somebody has done a search for you on Google and then they've come to you, what were the search terms that they used to access you. Now, in each of those cases, having the ability to access this detail requires a Google account. You need some sort of Google login to be able to access those items. So we see actually quite a bit where somebody has signed up an organization, let's say for Google Analytics, many years ago, using some random Gmail account to set everything up, and nobody can access that analytics account. You are able to create a new account and associate it again with a new account. But guess what? Now you've lost all of that historic data if you can't get a hold of that old account. So that's why it's so critical to make sure that it's associated with your organization and that somebody who is consistent with the organization or the organization itself owns those particular emails and has ownership of those visibility accounts. I'll give you a simple test. Could you put your hands on these assets in the next 10 minutes? If I told you, get a hold of all of these accounts, do you know where you're going to go to get them? Can you put your fingers on them? And if the answer is no, it's really worth spending some time figuring out where they live and carving out a particular place where you're going to keep this information so that you are able to access it when you need it. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed the topic, do me a favor and like it, even comment on it. That would be awesome. And please subscribe to our channel for more content from us. If you have all of your accounts in order, you are ready to have a marketing company that is knowledgeable about this kind of thing, that loves talking and working with small businesses and keeping them educated, head over to our website, Spring Insight. I look forward to chatting with you.